On the snow-covered plains, Xiao Honglian and Wei Dinghai lead the shattered remnants of their forces, fewer than 100 soldiers from the once formidable Chaoyu and Yangsheng alliance, in a desperate eastward retreat. 5 superhuman captains have fallen. Wei Dinghai bears a serious wound from Liang Yu's blade, and their heavy equipment lies abandoned behind them. Wei Dinghai pounds the vehicle in rage, cursing the snow worship cult in Qingpu base for betrayal, but Xiao Honglian's fury focuses on Xing Tian. Why did the Qingpu base, their old rival, side with Zhang Yi? Wei Dinghai, reading Xing Tian's cautious nature, suspects the Qingpu leader took a payoff to stay neutral. Before Xiao Honglian can confront Xing Tian by satellite phone, a thunderous roar heralds the arrival of the Xingtian Legion, over 500 men at full strength, led by Xing Tian atop his monstrous hound. The Legion blocks the only escape route, high-spirited and eager for blood after watching the battle from the sidelines. Xiao Honglian and Wei Dinghai, recognizing they cannot survive another engagement, confront Xing Tian. He sneers at their accusations, admitting he made a simple calculation. Zhang Yi offered 10 tons of food for neutrality, while they offered only empty promises of future territory division. With no leverage left, the 2 base leaders surrender a massive cache of supplies as toll. Xing Tian laughs as they pass, gloating that he has profited enormously without firing a shot, and with the 2 great bases broken, Qingpu base now stands unchallenged at the pinnacle of Tianhai City's power structure. The morning after the decisive battle, Zhang Yi dispatched Zhou Core to perform emergency surgery on Liang Yu while the remaining defenders recovered in the shelter's living room. The familiar comfort of soft sofas and fresh coffee a stark contrast to the carnage outside. Their respite was interrupted by Xing Tian's return at the head of the Qingpu Legion, the warlord demanding the 10 tons of food promised for his neutrality. Zhang Yi, though exhausted, calmly led his people out and delivered the supplies, recognizing that Qingpu base, its 500-strong Xingtian Legion entirely unscathed, could not be challenged in their current state. Xing Tian accepted the payment with an uncontrollable grin, openly declaring that Qingpu base now stood as the undisputed strongest power in Tianhai City. He formally ceded the territory of Xishan base to Zhang Yi, noting that Yangsheng and Chaoyu bases had been so thoroughly shattered they might never recover their former glory, and swore he wanted no conflict with his old classmate. Before riding away on his monstrous hound, Xing Tian offered a parting warning. The snow worship cult was skilled at manipulating the desperate, and without restraint their fanaticism could become an uncontrollable threat. Zhang Yi stood alone amid the ruin, the snow-stained crimson, the painstakingly constructed ice walls 70% destroyed, heavy weapon emplacements melted into slag. The scale of death was staggering, but there was no time for burial. He returned inside and simply announced that the war was over. The words broke the tension. Lu Karen and Yang Xinshin exchanged radiant glances, Yang Xia sagged with exhaustion, and a feast was laid out from Zhang Yi's dimensional stores, fresh delicacies, fine wines, even hamburgers and coffee carried to the infirmary. There, Zhou Core had just finished stitching Liang Yu's horrific neck wound, marveling that the teacher had fought so long in such a state. Zhang Yi understood, revenge had fueled her, and now that the battle ended, her body had finally given out. Over coffee, Zhou Core confessed envy of superhuman regeneration. Zhang Yi pulled her close, insisting her medical skill was far more vital than any power, that they could spare a fighter but never their doctor. They spoke of the fragile peace ahead, Qingpu enriched and intact, the Baishuo sect bleeding followers but positioned to recruit rapidly. Zhang Yi's own tiny group feared yet dismissed as a minor player, while Zhou Core's hands worked the tension from his shoulders. As Zhang Yi drifted toward sleep, Liang Yu's eyes snapped open, her enhanced physiology already knitting her back together. She watched Zhou Core massaging him and dryly remarked they should at least pretend she wasn't lying there gravely injured. Once the doctor withdrew, Liang Yu cut straight to the point. During the battle she had killed an inhuman and absorbed its ability. She felt the surge of strength and believed Zhang Yi needed to know, because the information might be critical. Zhang Yi's expression sharpened. Co-devouring was not universal. He, Hua Hua, and Ling Feng possessed it, Uncle Yu and Fatty Su did not. The trait correlated with higher potential, and Liang Yu's manifestation confirmed her ceiling was far above ordinary superhumans. He congratulated her warmly, framing her growth as a victory for their shared survival. Then he asked the heavier question, with Yangsheng base's leadership slaughtered, was her vengeance satisfied? Liang Yu stared at the ceiling, closed her eyes, and said nothing. Zhang Yi took the silence as answer. Some wounds time alone would heal, and for now, the living had to keep moving forward.